GSTL with Tasteless and Wolf. Marine King making sure he will have perfect vision in this game.
Yeah, nothing left to chance. He's up against Moon, and he knows that if he loses this game, things are looking really bad for Prime. Now, you know, we spoke with Juani actually during the break, and he said they expected to bring Creator out, which is kind of what we expected, and especially after seeing what map was chosen, which will be, by the way, Entombed Valley. So not only have they not chosen Creator, but they've used Entombed Valley against a Zerg with a Terran rather than a Protoss. This is very unusual.
I feel like things are starting to spiral out of control here with Prime. They're starting to run out of options.
Yeah.
And if Breaking doesn't do this, I do predict, if Breaking, let's say, loses, I'm just going to say Fnatic's probably going to win.
Yeah, I would say the same. Or at least they're going to have to make something crazy happen.
By the way, guys, for those of you in the studio, I hope you're enjoying the the headset experience. If you come down to the studio now, you can actually hear us casting, and we have a screen up for the English broadcast.
Yeah.
So it's a really cool feature. By the way, entry to our studio is free.
Yeah, make sure you guys come down.
Actually, it's about $10. Just give it to me as you come in. I'll be taking it. Just put it next to the casting desk. And,
yeah, you're lucky if he's the one doing it, because if it's me, it's $50.
Oh yeah, I know. What am I doing making it so cheap? This is stupid. It's $100.
It's the GSL, man. People pay $200 to watch that
I know,
live.
man. I am always underselling myself.
We've got to change the system here. I think
know.
free is wrong.
I know.
All right, well, we are going to see if Marine King can bring things back from Prime, who's looking a little bit desperate right now. Moon on a streak. We'll see if it continues here on Entombed Valley. This is the GSTL with Tasteless and Wolf.
Wolf, screaming alien face on Entombed Valley.
Oh my god.
You can't unsee that. All right. In the upper right, we have champion of many MLGs, an amazing Terran player. His idea is
Marine King Prime.
So many fans here for Marine King today. He's going to have to prove himself to them. You can see all those statistics there. Those are GSL results alone, but he has done so much more than that.
Yes.
He and Dongregu, very big rivals in MLG.
Yeah, I loved casting those games. In the bottom left, we have the 5th race from Warcraft 3 on the Team Fnatic. Unbelievable micro. Can he take out Marine King? We'll see.
Fnatic Moon.
Sounded like our guy had a hiccup when he said that.
Yeah, that's
like,
so embarrassing, man. His voice cracked.
Have you ever gotten hiccups casting?
Yes.
That is terrible.
Well, when it happened, I actually I signaled to my co-caster, I don't remember who it was at the time, and I just held my breath for about 2 minutes. And then it was gone, and I was okay, but it was a scary moment. Nobody knew.
Nobody knew. Nobody can know that I have the hiccups right now.
It's fine now. I told you guys, but at the time, it was not okay. No one could know. And Marine King is going to be continuing the trend of our Terrans today. He's going to be going Command Center first.
Oh, wow.
Prime 5-0, well, maybe a little bit late for that.
Yeah, maybe a little bit late for the 5-0, but...
But, you know, he may be able to take out multiple Fnatic players. He needs to if Prime is going to have a chance of winning this. It's crazy to think that going into this, Prime would look so weak compared to Moon. You know, I thought that they would be so dominant. Moon has surprised all of us, I feel, with his results so far in the GSTL.
Well, you know, Moon's one of these guys, you don't... Well, I don't know about what your thoughts are, you know, our viewers, but I don't really think about him when I think of StarCraft 2 badasses, you know?
I feel like...
I mean, I know he's good. I'm always like, oh, it's Moon. Okay, well, the game's going to be good. This is going to be a lot of fun to cast, but...
You know, those former Warcraft 3 players are always in the back of your mind. Like Lin, for example, you know, and Soccer, a.k.a. Ven on Slayers. They're always kind of in the back of your mind as, oh, they could be quite good. I wonder what they're going to do. And while they're kind of in the back of your mind, sometimes players like Moon just make a huge, crazy showing. You know, sometimes players like Naniwa from Warcraft 3 as well make crazy showings. Stefano, for example. These players, you know, sometimes you think of them as kind of a B-teamers. They're pretty decent, but they're not that scary. But then sometimes they just break out of their shell suddenly as if they've transformed into a beautiful StarCraft 2 butterfly, and they make people go crazy.
You know, it's interesting because, you know, when if I could go back to Tasteless 2 years ago and I said, Tasteless, who do you think are going to be the best players? And after Tasteless freaks out that the older Tasteless is still so handsome and stuff, and 2 years later he ages so well, they would I basically what I'm saying is he would have I would have said it's going to be the exact same best people from StarCraft 1. Then maybe some people from Warcraft 3. The funny part is, especially on the international scene, who are the best international players? It's people like Naniwa and Thorzane.
Yeah.
Those are like not top tier Warcraft 3 guys. They're really, really good, okay? And then who's like the best for StarCraft 2? People like Nestea, what? Failed StarCraft 1 pro gamers?
Yeah.
It's amazing to see how stuff has changed.
It has changed quite rapidly, and just this 4 Zerling pressure is going to really put a hurting on Marine King, who's
actually doing way more damage than I expected it to.
Marine King cut every corner. He cut every corner. He went.
This is actually so bad. Is that 4 SCVs?
In total, I believe that was 4, yeah, and he could potentially get a 5th if he really wants to focus on it. The Lings, all 3 of them still alive here. And gets 1 more.
Okay, that's actually very impactful.
Look at the supply even.
Well, and also keep this in mind: those other SCVs that we're attacking, we're not mining, so that's a lot of income lost.
Yep. And this is
oh my god! Okay, so he's going to go straight into Roach War now.
He's exactly going to do that. Marine King barely has resources to afford units right now as he continues his SCV production. He's going into Starport, but he cut every corner. He went straight into Reactor. He gassed after he went Command Center first. And Moon, with just his first 4 scouting Zerlings, was able to put enough pressure on. And this is what can happen when you cut every corner and you make a circle instead of a square, man. That's what happens when you cut every corner off. Eventually it becomes a circle.
Oh my god. It does not become an octagon. You cut a little bit more.
You keep cutting.
You shave down those sides.
And then some nerd's going to be like, well, technically it's not 360 degrees, but basically the eye cannot see, okay?
That's right. Some nerd on the forums, actually, it's not perfectly a circle.
And then he's like, well, actually, is a perfect circle even attainable?
And then somebody else goes on there, actually, did you know that Leonardo da Vinci once drew the perfect circle? No, listen, all right, you're getting off topic.
He didn't even use a compass.
Yeah.
Well, Marine King now making a Banshee on his third base.
You mean protractor.
Yeah, well, protractors for angles. I think the compass is the circle drawer, right?
No. Well, no, compass is like how you make sure you don't get lost.
No, but there's a tool called a compass that you use to draw a circle. Tasteless, what was your grade in geometry?
Wait a minute, am I wrong?
Like earlier when you were saying the octagon, I was like, I bet he doesn't know how many sides are in an octagon.
An octagon. He doesn't know how many limbs an octopus has either. All right, we're going to have this Roach Rush coming in here.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty tough to hold, and Marine King is trying to take a third base and go Banshees while this is happening.
The Banshees are going to help, but we'll see.
Really
actually, the bunker's going to get done.
Yeah.
So, actually, no, he can be okay. We'll see. We'll see how they
all handle it. He needs to get that bunker up, though. It's not done yet. He lost his SCV, made a second one go over there, but he's losing so many units now, and the units are streaming in.
This is just a disaster. Okay.
He's got a third base up. Moon has a third base during this as well. However, he does not see, nor does he deny the third base on Marine King, so Marine King will stabilize from here. He's getting more production, and now the Banshees are a big threat. Right now, he's got the 4 queens, but he's going to have to move them to the 4th base. I don't think he's destroyed the rocks. Yeah, he's working on that right now. So if Marine King does manage to get enough units to go for a push, which is going to be pretty tough for him considering how many he's already lost.
I don't know what the hell's going on with these Zerlings. Moon's starting to lose a little bit of focus here.
Yeah, bad rally there. Oh, but he sees the third.
He knows now. Knowing is half the battle.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Go Joe. Now we have...
I was wondering where that was from. I was like, where was that?
G.I. Joe.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. That's that cartoon where nobody, like, they shoot the missiles with the tanks. You know, when the guys come out like Cobra, but they just get out of the tanks and run away. Nobody dies in G.I. Joe if you watch carefully.
Nobody, man.
It is that's just what war is like, man, you know?
Yeah. Everybody gets out okay.
Everybody makes it out all right.
Everybody's fine.
Hey, it's a good joke. All right, so he's forcing the command center to lift up here. And that's not too huge, but losing these drones is. Yeah. Nice sniping here by Marine King.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Without destroying the rocks, it's going to be pretty tough to defend this third base. However, he has made 2 queens here. 1 queen going the distance all the way across the rocks. And now the supply has actually been put into favor of Marine King.
Oh, you can't lose that Banshee.
No, that would be terrible. He did not commit to Cloak. The upgrades right now are going to eventually be in favor of Marine King as he's getting 2 at once, but his opponent will have +1 faster. Spire goes down. This is a great way not only to shut down Banshee Harass, but also to keep drops under control and to control the game by putting pressure on your opponent. This works especially in a situation like this game where you take an early lead in Army because your opponent took too many risks, cut too many corners. You get the Mutalisk out. if your opponent can't push you and threaten you with a timing attack, Mulists are a great choice. And oh, these Zerglings, they are going to threaten this base. Does not have any units mining here, very smartly so, already prepared for a potential run by. I like that. Before the rocks are dead, Marine King says, no, not going to take the chance to put my SCVs over there.
By the way, Moon doing great with the creep spread, pushing out. Siege mode now on the way. In these positions, it's going to be tough for Moon to, for Marine King to push out. I have to say, though, Moon's handling this pretty damn well. Now, here comes Marine King. He wants to try to shoot down some creep, and then he can pick up and leave again. Now, he's going to have to do this pretty quickly because the Spire just finished.
Yeah.
And that means Mutalisks are going to be on the way.
And how many mutas will he actually commit to? He may just do about 8 or so, but he is getting +1. Oh, these queens way out of position. We saw him lose them to Beyond. He's going to lose them to Marine King as well. And this scan is going to be pretty significant because it delays the creep on the left side, but it does not stop the creep from going to the very important fourth base.
Whoa! That did way more than it was supposed to.
Yeah.
All right, now he can just peace out. He needs to get out of there before the Mutalisks catch him.
That was a great trade. Each Baneling is worth so much in gas compared to the Marines that Marine King can just remake those so quickly. Now, Marine King is making tanks. He's getting some Marauders out as well. He's going to have the composition to deal with that very Zergling, Baneling heavy army that we saw against Beyond. However, will he be able to answer for the Mutas? He's got just a few turrets up right now. The Mutalisks are just, there's only 11 of them right now. He's not super heavily committing. 14 drones on the way with that fourth base up. This push is going to be a scary one, and whenever you go Mutas, you got to worry about pushes like this because you put so much gas into units that cannot fight armies directly.
All right, he's making Banelings now, and there's Moon's fourth base. That's the most logical location to take your fourth. These positions, the Mutas flying in here, taking out some SCVs, Mules on the run. And there's not a lot here to defend, and as you can see, Marine King just not really equipped to deal with this. I think he needs to actually, oh my god!
Oh, he splits, but is the split going to be good enough? It looks like it is.
Oh wow, actually I thought Marine King was going to lose a lot more than that. Really nicely done there. Mutas hitting the space. At this point in time, good job, Moon. Ditching the fourth base. He's going to make some more Banelings. He sees more Banes are on the way. Marine King does. Now, will he lose the orbital? That's pretty huge.
Yeah, he will lose the orbital, and he will potentially lose the other command center he's actually making right now. But Marine King, his insane amount of patience that he had with his Marines at the south, with how late he waited to stim, I was amazed. Now, even these Banshees remain alive, and Fnatic Moon can no longer actually continue to attack those Mutas. He's going to have to defend this.
Right, he just needs to buy time till the Mutas get down there.
Yeah.
He needs to go in there with the Mutas, snipe the tanks, and then run over them with the Banelings. You see Marine King knows that stim?
Oh, he's so careful with how he defends his tanks. 2 Mutas going down for free. Here we go.
Here we go.
Too much.
Okay, nice. Snipes that first tank. Goes for the second one. Baneling's still in here, and Moon actually in really good shape right now. He's going to get them. He's going to get actually all these medevacs, which is so terrible.
He will get the Banshee likely as well.
Yeah, and Moon just really focused on getting all that taken out. Now, what he needs to do is get over there and try to take out that other command center that's making, because he already got the orbital. But if he gets that additional command center.
Yeah, if he gets that command center, things are going to be terrible for
the late game's going to develop terribly for Marine King.
Now, even though Moon lost that fourth base, he still has the production for it. Nicely done, just leaving a Banshee there. He knows that if he was likely going to lose his Banshee anyways, so to position it here so he can stop the drone. Really smart. The Mutalist count's starting to get up a little bit higher, now up to 19. And Marine King just basically at this point needs to get that fourth base up, so he's going to turtle for a while. And he knows his opponent is going to be sticking with that Mutalist tech for a while.
I love this. Look at that. The whole map is booby-trapped. And oh my god, okay, now we're going to see this. Baneling's actually going to hit Marine King's army. He doesn't. Okay, Marine King is completely.
Luckiest Marines ever, I feel. But Moon is actually going to bait him back. Nice hits there by Moon. Will his Banelings connect? It looks like the answer is yes.
He actually unburdened him right when that attack happened, so they did come into use there. And again, these medevacs are going to go down again.
Oh, Marine King and all of Prime are in so much trouble right now as Moon secures the center of the map. And killing the medevacs is really important because if you kill Marines, those can be remade easily, but medevacs, they cannot.
Yeah, with siege tanks and medevacs, they increment out. Well, I guess if you have a reactor, they're not incremented. They're coming out in pairs, but so when you lose a big chunk of them, it really knocks you back.
And right now, Moon is doing everything correctly. He's taken, when you take out the Medivacs and that many Marines, the map is yours to control. So he's now taking double expansions, taking the 4th base, taking the base to the bottom right, and continuing the Mutalisk harass because he knows he can.
Okay, hitting more. Now, here's the thing. He's not doing a ton of damage to the Terran's base, but what is he doing? Look at the mini-map. Blue crap everywhere except for that Medivac. Blue stuff everywhere.
And that's part of what allows him to spot these Medivacs.
Yeah. Oh, I guess he doesn't know about this Medivac drop, but I don't think it's going to do that much. Okay, now, so he definitely doesn't know because the Mutas are turning around now. I'm not even sure if Ranking actually noticed that there was a Baneling Mines there.
No, I don't think
I think amidst all the battle, he might not have noticed some unburrowing, so we can actually do that again.
Yeah, and they're still on the map. And even if he knows he's going to have to use scans he doesn't want to use when his economy is like this, he's going to force a scan before he can even land that command center. And Moon is ready. He's going to catch this small army off guard. Marine King's in a lot of trouble. He has no idea.
Magic boxing over the Thor, making sure the Banelings do not hit the Thor because it's cost inefficient. Now going up into the expansion. I don't know if Moon's even aware that base is being attacked here, but these SCVs are all going to go down.
Oh, you're so right, Tasis. If he decides to go, well, he decides to send his Banelings for the tanks. That was the best trade possible for Marine King. But even still, he's down 50 supply, and Zerglings are taking out the SCVs. And at this point, Marine King is looking pretty dead.
I think Marine King's actually dead, nerd man.
Yeah,
I guess Moon was not actually paying attention to that expansion down there, but yeah.
He double expanded, though, for that reason, because he knows if I lose one hatchery, that's fine. I've got a second one. And look at this, the meter's uncontested.
Oh my god, he's going to get the reactors here, too.
This is going to limit Marine King's production.
Oh no, actually he's going to deorbital. That's so funny.
Oh, Marine King and Prime, their hopes are looking pretty shattered right now.
So Marine King now investing everything into just trying to kill Moon in this small window of time. And Marine King's going to come back. Oh man, that was nice there, forcing the detonation on that army.
This is stressful. I mean, at this point, Moon, he has taken Marine King and ripped him in half. Marine King now desperately trying to go for one last-ditch push to end the game for Moon, but he just can't do it. There's so many Baneling traps on the map. If he makes one mistake, he's dead.
You see actually Marine King being a little bit indecisive. He almost went back there for a second. Oh my god. Oh man, if he gets this Baneling landmine.
Oh,
that Moon didn't detonate, made us look not cool, but it could have happened.
He could have done it. Oh my god! Oh my god! And that will seal the deal now, having over 90 supply in the lead. The Banelings, the rest of the Mutas, they will trap and kill the tiny Marine King army, and that will be
That's going to be it. We're going to see GG momentarily here as Marine King digests his loss.
GG. Marine King looking sad before he even came into the booth. And now I can't imagine what his face looks like. There it is. That's what it looks like. He failed his team, so did Beyond. 2 star players coming out early and falling short. Fnatic has practically secured the win here.
Really nice there by Moon. You can see Wani looking very pleased with that. And, man.
Moon with a triple kill. Triple kill so far.
Yeah. Fnatic in really good shape right now. Wow, look at Marine King.
You know what's
Talk about, like, yeah, go ahead.
Is that, to me, Moon doesn't even live in the Fnatic house. And he still has such good connections with Wani and the team, and he knows the role to play, and he always plays it well. That's the kind of player everybody wants on their team. It's a similar role to Nesty. He's a wise guy, he's a very strong player, he has a ton of experience and multiple games, and you have a player like Moon who does the same thing, and when you're sitting on that bench as a Fnatic player, especially like a lesser-known player, maybe even Ares, who's on that bench who not even that many people know about, you're sitting on that bench, and Moon is really someone you can look up to, who's someone who's going to make you feel good on that bench, even if you don't come out to play.
He's old school, he's established. I didn't think Moon was going to beat this many people. I thought Moon maybe win 1 or 2 games, but wow. And to beat Marine King, I thought Marine King was going to be pulled out last.
Absolutely.
You know?
That's what I think most people would have expected.
Yeah.
But in this case, he's already taken out 3 players. And Byun and Marine King, those are 2 players that most people would have expected to crush Moon. And now he's not only has that not happened, but Moon has crushed them. And Prime running out of lives here.
All right, is it going to be Creator next?
It has to be.
It has to be, right?
It has to be Creator. And it is.
It's Creator.
Is Creator Prime. He doesn't get Entombed Valley. That map was already used, in fact, by Marine King. So he is going to have to play on Metropolis here.
Wow. Crazy series of events we've had so far here. Well, we'll see what Creator's got to offer. At this point in time, it doesn't really matter what Moon does. They can just snipe Creator, you know?
Yeah. If they beat Creator, I mean, what else is there to say?
I don't know.
Creator has to win this game. He has to. He's played in GSTL 5 times. A great ranking so far in the GSL. Ranked 44th and is a Code S player currently.
And he is shooting up the ranks.
Yeah, he really is. His first appearance in the individual league was at the Super Turn where he almost beat MVP. Everyone watched that. They said, well, this guy could go far. And, well, let me say it. He already has. Over 1.0 average wins. That's always a good record to have. Anyone who hovers close to 2 is an incredibly good Team League player.
All right. So we got Creator coming out here. Does he have it? Moon on a roll right now. Boy, riding a high. Yeah, he's won so many games in a row.
Yep, triple kill, in fact, so far. And
he's already done the bulk of the work if Fnatic wins, you know. If Fnatic loses, it's definitely not Moon's fault, that's for sure.
That is for sure. I mean, he has taken out so many stars. And the style that Moon likes to play ZVP is an older style. He likes to go Mutalist really heavily, and this is a very difficult style to play against. He does not always... He's the type of player who is known for his aggression and his micro, but he usually doesn't go for split roach pushes against the third base of the Protoss. He might take a fourth and then go Mutas, which is not really what most people expect. He's a very unpredictable ZVP player, and it makes it difficult to play against him with someone like Creator.
Yeah, true that. Well, we got to keep in mind also that this is a good map for this matchup for the Zerg, you know?
Absolutely, yeah.
I mean, he's going to be far away and stuff like that. We'll see what exactly Moon does this game because it's now loading up. So get ready for this next game with Pride versus Fnatic. Moon on a roll. Can he keep it going, or is Creator going to engineer a comeback? We're going to find out soon here at the GSTL.